back to my channel. My name is Jacqueline, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to crochet a bikini. Before we start the tutorial, do well to like this video, comment your thoughts in the comment section, and also please subscribe to this channel. So for today's tutorial, I'm going to be using a cotton yarn, a pair of scissors, a 4.0mm hook, and some stitch markers. So first off, we're going to be starting by crocheting the bikini top. First, we create a slip knot. For a slip knot, wrap this other end of the yarn around your fingers like this. You have a circle. Pull this other end through that circle and tighten up like this. So you're going to adjust this circle till it fits the size of your hook, like this. So for a bikini top, we're going to be making a size medium bikini top. So I'm going to make a total of 13 chains. I'll put up the number of chains you make for your different sizes. To make a chain, yarn over and pull through like this. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. So I have 1, 2, 3 chains, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So yeah, this is a total of 13 chains. We're going to be working with a half double crochet for this bikini top. For a half double crochet, we're going to skip this first chain and work into the second chain. We're going to be working into this part of the chain. So you're going to yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, insert your hook. You have 3 loops on the hook like this, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. So you just keep placing a half double crochet into every single stitch till you get to the end. And also, if you have a stitch marker, I would advise you mark your first half double crochet. Using my stitch marker, I'll mark this first half double crochet like this. So you just go ahead and place a half double crochet into every single stitch. I'm almost at the end of the chain. So this is my last chain, and I'll place a half double crochet there too. So this is our first row. For the second row, simply chain up 1 like this, and then you turn your work. So chain up 1, turn your work, place a half double crochet into this very first stitch. Place half double crochet here, place a half double crochet into the next. With your second stitch marker, simply mark your first half double crochet, not the chain 1, the first half double crochet stitch. And you go on and place a half double crochet into every single stitch. If you do not have a stitch marker, you can simply use another color of yarn or same color and tie at this stitch. You pass it through the stitch and tie it so that you can mark your first stitch for easy identification. So you just keep placing a half double crochet into every single stitch. For this point, you have the stitch marker. You can see that this is your middle stitch. Simply take out the stitch marker or the yarn you use to tie, whatever you use, yarn over and place 3 half double crochet at that middle stitch. 1, 2, and 3. So you place 3 half double crochet into the middle stitch, and then you just keep placing a half double crochet into every single stitch till you get to this end again. I'm almost at the end. This is my last stitch. Place a half double crochet there, and then I'm going to just repeat the pattern. Chain up 1, turn my work, continue placing a half double crochet into every single stitch till you get to the top. Once you get to the top, look for the middle stitch. Look for the middle stitch here and place 3 half double crochet at the middle stitch, and then place 1 half double crochet into every single stitch till you get to the end again. Chain up 1. So you do this till you get the number of rows for your size. For a size medium, I'm going to be making a total of 14 rows. I'll also put up the number of rows you make for your different sizes too. So I'll meet you when I'm done. This is my first cup. So you can see I always made 3 half double crochet into the middle stitch. So this is what I have for the first breast cup. So to make the straps for the cup, simply come to the top of the cup like this. This is what it looks like. So you come to the top here where you are placing 3 half double crochets into 1 stitch. Then you can reattach your yarn to the middle. So you still look for the middle stitch. I think this is my middle stitch, I don't know. But yeah, I'll just attach it here. So you reattach your yarn like this. Chain up 1 and tighten it up. And you're going to make a total number of chains that you think is right for your size. I think I'm going to make a total of 60 or 50 chains. So yeah, I'm just going to meet you after I've made the number of chains suitable for my size. I'm done making the number of chains for my size. So if you want your strap thicker, you know, if you want the chain thicker, you can just go back on the chain with a slip stitch. That's it. Insert your hook into the stitch or chain, and then you do this. Insert your hook and over pull through, pull this other loop through. So you just keep doing this, and then it thickens this strap. If you want a thicker strap, something like that, but I don't want that, so I'm just going to end. I'm just going to end here. Simply just going to cut off my yarn and pull through, and then I'll tighten it up like this. For connecting these 2 cups together, if you do not have a yarn needle, this is a yarn needle, follow the step I am about to show you. First off, this is the right side of our cup, okay? Now simply turn it to the wrong side, that's the back. Turn the 2 cups to the wrong side, okay? And then this end of your cup, come to the edge here. Look for a spot to place your hook in, just any open spot. Come to this other end. Place it in another open spot, and then you simply attach your yarn, to it like this. Pull through the first one, pull through the second one, and chain one. When you chain one, cut it off and pull it through and tighten it like this. So when you do that, you can just like decide to tie it through tight like this. So you turn it to the right side, and then you have attached the two breast cups together. This is a simple way. Another way of attaching the breast cups together is by making a chain, a very long chain, maybe of about 100 chains. Just make a very long chain. I made a total of 80 chains, so I'm simply going to just cut off, tighten off. So you pass this chain through your yarn needle. Using this yarn needle, you pass it through gently. So you just take your time with it, pass it through, come to the right part of your cup, this end, pass it through from the last. You just do what, pass it through every hole you get, any hole you see, pass it through front and then the back, like this, and then you pull it. And then you just keep passing it through every space you see, like this. So once you pass till you get to this end of your first cup, this is the end of your first cup. Let's assume this connection is not already here. So once you get to this, passing through this chain through the end of your first cup, you're going to just keep passing it through. Then you simply connect it to the next cup. I'll take it again. After passing through the chain or the strap through the first cup, go ahead to pass it through to the next breast cup. Let's assume there was no joining here. Just simply pass it through the next, into the next, and then you pull it through. Simple and easy way to join your cups still. Just depends on what you like. So you just repeat the process till you get to this other end. For the pant of your bikini, we're going to start off with the slip knot. And then for a size medium, I'll also go ahead to put the number of chains you make for your different sizes. For a size medium, I'm going to make a total of 29 chains. 2, 3. So after you're done with the number of chains for your size, this is my 29 chains. You're going to place a half double crochet into every single stitch till you get to the end. First, skipping this first and working to the next. Place a half double crochet here, and I'm just going to meet you when I get to the end. So I'm at the last I'm going to place a half double crochet there. This is the number of half double crochets I have. For the next row, chain up 1, turn your work. So for this row, we're going to be working a decrease row. That is, we're going to be skipping this first stitch and working into the second one. So when you chain up 1, turn your work, yarn over. Normally we'll insert a hook here and make a half double crochet, but we'll skip this first one and work into the second one. Work into the second one with the half double crochet, and then place a half double crochet into every single stitch like usual. So I'm at the end now, placing a half double crochet into this last stitch. Chain 1, turn your work, and then we're just going to repeat what we did here. That is, skipping this first stitch and working into the second one. That is our decrease row. So you're just going to keep decreasing at the beginning of every row till you have 8 stitches left. I'll explain. We started with a total of 29 stitches. We chained 29, we skipped the first chain and worked into the second. That is, we have a total of 28 half double crochet. When we started our decrease row, we skipped the first stitch and worked into the second stitch. So we decreased by 1. So we have 27 half double crochet. If we skip this first stitch and work into this stitch, we're going to be having 25 half double crochet. So you're just going to keep decreasing till you have just 8 stitches. That is 8 half double crochet. Okay, so you simply go ahead, skip this first stitch, work into the next with the half double crochet. When you get to this end, work into the last half double crochet, chain 1, turn your work, skip the first stitch, work into the second. Do this till you have 8 stitches left, and I'm going to meet you when I have my 8 stitches. Okay, so I'm done and I have 8 stitches here. So I've chained 1, turn my work. So for this next row, we're just going to place a half double crochet into every single stitch, no decreases. First stitch, place a half double crochet here, into the next, half double crochet into the next, and then into the next, the last stitch. If you have a stitch marker, I'd always advise you use it. You chain 1, turn your work. So this is the first row of no decrease. So this is the second row of no decrease. Just placing a half double crochet into every single stitch till we get to the end. So we're just going to do 2 rows of no decrease. That's just placing a half double crochet into every single stitch like this. And then this is my last stitch. Chain 1. So after making 2 rows of working half double crochet into every single stitch, the next row you chain 1, turn your work. It's going to be an increase row. That is, we're going to place 2 half double crochet into the first stitch, and then you place 1 half double crochet into the next, like usual. Just keep placing 1 half double crochet into every single stitch till you get to the end. And then this is the last stitch. Using a stitch marker makes it a lot easier to identify your last stitch. Chain up 1, turn your work, place 2 half double crochet into the first stitch. 1 and 2. So you're going to go ahead and place 2 half double crochet into every beginning stitch. The first stitch, place 2 half double crochet till you have the number of stitches required for your different sizes. I'll also do well to put out the number of like stitches you need for your different sizes. So don't forget, place 2 half double crochet into the first stitch, work 1 half double crochet into every single stitch till you get to the end, chain up 1, turn your work, 2 half double crochet into the first stitch. Do well to count till you get the number of stitches for your different sizes. So I kept on increasing till I got a total of 25 stitches here. I'll put out the number of stitches you make for your different sizes. So yeah, I think I said that before, but this is what we have. I'll just go through it one more time. For the pants of our bikini, the first thing we did was make a total of 29 chains for a size medium. You can make the number of chains required for your different sizes that I'll definitely put out for you. I made a total of 29 chains, and then I skipped the first chain and walked into the second chain with a half double crochet. Then I walked across till I got to the end. The second row was a decrease row where I skipped the first stitch rather, and walked into the second stitch at the beginning of every round. And then I did that till I got 8 stitches. So I decreased till I had 8 stitches left. Then I worked 2 rows of 2 regular rows, that is no decrease rows, 2. And then I went ahead to increase till I got a total of 25 stitches. As you count it like this till you have 25 for your different sizes. Your size might not be 25, whatever it is. So we're done with our bikini. We're almost done. Oh, I have one more stitch to work into. So I work into this last stitch. It's a half double crochet, chain. So after this, you're going to chain a number of chains for your different sizes. I'll just chain like 30 chains. I'll make 30 chains for this side of my bikini. So I'll make 30 chains, and when you're done, you make 30 chains for this side, for this first side. Make another, cut off your yarn from here, reattach to this end, make another 30 chains, cut off your yarn, reattach to this other end, 30 more chains, cut off your yarn, reattach to this other end, 30 chains. So you're just going to make different straps for these 4 sides. 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, and I'll meet you when I'm done with all that. I'm done making the straps. I ended up making a total of 45 chains. You can make the number of chains suitable for your size. So I'm going to be showing you how to weave in the ends, these loose ends from the parts where you reattach to your yarn and all of that. First off, I'm going to be showing you how to do it using a yarn needle. Using a yarn needle, pass this yarn through needle like this, and then what you do next is this. Just try to pass it through the surface of every stitch. The surface of every stitch. Just be careful, and then you simply pull, and then you just pull it. So you're just going to keep, you're going to do this at the wrong side of your piece, by the way, not at the front. This is the back of it. So you can either just do this, pass it through the yarn needle, and then work at the top of every stitch and then pull it through, or you can use a smaller hook. This is a 2.5mm hook. I don't know if it's visible. So 2.5mm hook, what I have to do here is, with the smaller hook, at the surface of every stitch, simply pass it through like this. This is another way of weaving in your ends. You pass it through like this till you have very small yarn left. So you just gently pass it through. So you can use either of the methods, a smaller hook or a yarn needle. Pass it through different parts of the stitches till you're satisfied, and then simply just cut it off. So there we have it. That's a very easy way of sewing in your loose ends. You do the same for this part. Every loose end you have, even at this other end, you do the same for it. I'm just going to show you what it looks like.